Okay, just decided to start filming. The wind decides to start blowing, of course. But so these are the new Falken Wildpeak AT3Ws I had put on. These are about had them put on. They've been on about 3-4 days now. So this is kind of like an initial review, my thoughts initially. You can see how these really deep tread on them. These tires, without a doubt, look better in person than they do online. This is a 2011 Ram 1500. This is the SLT model. It did not come from the factory with these 20s on it. I bought it from a one owner at the dealer. He was good. The guy that bought it brand new knew the sales manager. They had a truck in there. They were putting aftermarket wheels and tires on it, and these wheels were factory takeoffs. And his buddy hooked him up and said, "Do you want these 20s?" He said, "Sure." So they were on the truck when I bought it, but they did not come factory on this truck. So he had the regular Goodyear factory Wrangler, I think they were SRA tires that come on these trucks. It had those tires on it when I bought it. It was sitting bone stock, no modifications whatsoever when I bought it. I had the dual exhaust put on. I had the bed cover put on. I had the windows tinted. And I had them put a 2.5-inch Tough Country level kit. Just a spacer level kit on the front. Didn't know much about level kits, and I know about the Bilsteins and everything after doing some reading, but whenever I first bought it, I just wanted it leveled. I bought the little cheap level kit, had them put it on. I've been running for better than 3 years, and it's been doing just fine. So I know I should have put a little bit better on it, but I didn't know about it at that time. So it is what it is. It's what's on it. There's no other modifications to the suspension, just a 2.5-inch Tough Country level. These tires are 285, 65, 20. For those of you that are wondering whether or not they will fit, they will fit. So a little background on how I ended up with this size tire. Reading on the forums, you can read till you're blue in the face about level kits, sizes of tires, will this fit, will that fit. I had narrowed it down to a couple of different brands of tires and a couple of different sizes of tires. I knew 35-inch was going to be kind of pressing my luck as far as rubbing goes. You could probably fit a 35 under there. But I knew it was going to be pushing it close, so I knew I wanted something that was going to be like a 34-inch tire or a 34.5. And typically a 285 65 20 is a 34.5, or approximately a 34.5-inch tire, according to the online specifications. A 275 65 20 is just a hair over a 34-inch tire. So the factory tires that were on it were 275 60 20, which according to the internet is a 33-inch tire. Now mounted on the truck, I measured it with a tape measure, they were 32-inch tires. So anyway, how I ended up with this size. I had initially decided that I wasn't going to press my luck and decided on a 275 65/20, which is a same width as the factory tire but a little bit taller. And I had been tossing around so many different tire sizes in my brain. Whenever I told the guy to order them for me, I mistakenly said 285 65/20, which is a size that I had been considering, but I had decided I wasn't going to do it. Well, I told him, and he ordered them and got them in. I said, oh crap, I told you the wrong size. I said, well, I tell you what, I really wanted the bigger tire. I wanted to fill out the wheel well. I wanted to see if it'll fit. So I said, let's try them. Give them a shot. If they'll fit, then I'll run with a bigger tire. I wanted it anyway. I was just afraid they were going to rub. Well, these have not rubbed except for one just barely backing up with it cut hard like this right here. I guess it's rubbing in there on the frame or something. I don't like to crank my steering all the way anyway, so I try to avoid it. Other than that, it does not rub. This was my main concern on why I was hesitant about a 285 tire. Do you see how close it is here? Let me see. There you go. It's about 3/16, maybe a 1/4 inch space in there. And I only had like a 1/2 inch before. So went to a 285. But the tire guy, I asked him, I said, would you run that on your personal truck? He said, oh yeah. He said, I've seen many trucks run that close. He said, this space right here does not move. He said, if this moves, you've got serious problems. So this part in relation to the tire does not move while you're going down the road. So anyway, other than that, they fit. How do I feel about them? Well, they are very smooth tire. I'm very impressed with them. I'm amazed at how smooth they are. I'm amazed at how quiet they are. They are no louder than those stock street tires were. They're amazingly quiet, at least so far. Now, like I said, I've only had them on for 3 or 4 days. We'll do a review after about 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 miles or so. So far, they are very quiet, very smooth. They look really good. They are a little stiffer. They are a 10-ply tire compared to a, I don't know, what are the factories, 4 or 6-ply tire. So I mean, they're a heavier tire. I think the factory ones are like 40 pounds according to the internet, and these are like 60 something, 63, 65, something like that. You might tell a little bit on acceleration, but very little, very little. But they have very good looking tread, nice looking sidewall on them. Good grip on the pavement. I drove them in the rain. It was raining like cats and dogs the day I bought them, and they didn't make me question them a bit. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. But a 285 65/20 will fit on a leveled ram with no other modifications. And there seems to be some confusion online. I know a lot of you guys may know about how a tire is measured, but there seems to be some guys that just they have no idea. They think just because that first number is big, that means that's a bigger, taller tire. No, not necessarily. 275, the first number, 3-digit number, is your width of the tire. It is not the height. The second number is called the aspect ratio, the 275/60. That means 60% of the 275. That gives you a height. So a 275 65/20 is taller than a 275 60/20. Now this is a 285 65/20, which is even taller than the 275 65/20. But you can have, just because the first number is big does not necessarily mean it's a taller tire. A 305. I had a guy tell me, why don't you put 305s on it, because that's shorter than these. Oh no, it's a 305. I said no. A 305 55/20, which is what he was telling me to get, is a 33-inch tire. This is closer to a 34.5. Oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. Well, then tell the internet, because the internet's lying. A 305, you can have a shorter 305 than a 285 or a 275. So some of these guys are real confused on how a metric tire. I wish they would just go back to the old school ways and 33 1250, 35 1250. It used to be nice and simple, but anyway, I get off my soapbox. But I just wanted to show you guys what these tires look like. They are great. I really like them so far. And we'll put some miles on them, and we'll come back and do a 5, 6, 10,000 mile review, whatever. So, all right, thanks for watching. Bye.